What's up in War Eagle War Report family? We are here. We are ready. Game day on the plains. It's Auburn, it's Oklahoma, and we are here to do our fantasy picks courtesy of prizepicks.com. Are you ready? I am. So let's go. All right, as always, you know we got to get into the previous picks before we do today's picks, and it was mixed results, right? So we got a win and a loss. Two cards. Let's take a look at what we had going on. As you see here, we had our previous game. We had a card with Jabari Smith on points and Jaron Coleman on assists. Neither of those guys hit that mark. It was a really rough game for Jabari Smith. Looking forward to him having a bounce back this game against Oklahoma. At any rate, that card was a loss. However, our pick three, we hit on all three of them here. So we had Kobe Brown under on points. KD Johnson came up big for Auburn in points on this game, so he was over. And then Jabari Smith, though he didn't have a great shooting night, was doing work on the board. So we were able to get that card in there, securing all three for the W on that one. That's what we like to see. All right, so let's get into today's contest against Oklahoma. Auburn versus Oklahoma here on prizepicks.com. We are going to see what props are available for us to get in here and have a little fun putting a fantasy card together. As always, we're going to college basketball, but you can pick from any of these wonderful sports that they have available for your props and daily fantasy needs on prizepicks.com. We're going to look up and see what Oklahoma has going on here. Their leading scorer Tanner Groves is on here. The forward, he has a 12.5 here, a 5.5 on the boards. Let's see, the guard for them, points, rebounds. Ooh, free throws made for Tanner Groves. Interesting one. I haven't done a ton of looking into Tanner Groves as a player to really see how he is at free throw shooting, but now is as good a time as any. You know, when you're coming in here and you're making your picks, sometimes if you're not familiar, you just want to go look at what they're doing historically and see kind of, can you get a range or an idea of what makes sense for that player. He is a 70% free throw shooter. I like that. I like Tanner Groves on free throws made. He can make two of them. I don't know how many times he's going to go to the line. It's a road game. You know, people always say Auburn gets home cooking when it comes to the referees when they're at home. But let's take a look at that one. I don't mind that one. That seems like a decent one to go on. All right, I'm probably only going to do a pick three today, so let's just hop over to the Auburn side because that's what we really care about right here on the War Report. We care about what Auburn has going on. Is this going to be a bounce back game for Jabari Smith in points is the question here. 14.5 means he needs to get to 15 points. KD Johnson is here again at 12.5. Let's see here. KD Johnson on three-pointers made. It's always very intriguing or very tempting to go with a KD Johnson three-point prop because he is a guy who you know is going to take multiple threes in a game. Walker Kessler with at least 2 free throws. Ooh, we get an opportunity to get a card with Walker Kessler. Let's see what we've got on him. 8 boards, points, rebounds, assists. This is one that we have not touched yet. But I think I'm going to try to do this with Walker Kessler on this one. Points, rebounds, and assists for him. And then KD Johnson. So tempting to take that three-pointers on him. Wendell Green with rebounds is an interesting one. Him being a guard, you would think, oh, 4 rebounds is difficult. He actually rebounds really well from the guard position. 12.5 points from Wendell. 5 assists does not feel like a lot. We had the opportunity for a push with that one. Man, you know what? I feel as if this game is going to be big on Wendell getting points for us. I'm going to take Wendell on the points on this one. I really do want to get Jabari Smith in on this card. I think the safest thing to do with him is to take the rebounds again. 6 rebounds is not a heavy lift for Jabari. I think we might be able to get there. So let's do that. We're going to round our card out here. A 4-play card with these four here. Free throws made, I'm going to take the over on this. Walker, I'm going to take the over with him. Wendell, I am going to take the over with him. And Jabari, I am going to take the over on his as well. We'll do another flex play on this. And let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and lock this in for our Prize Picks card today. The four-play flex play. And see if we can get a little money. That is going to wrap up that card. That's all I've got for y'all today. Listen, Auburn versus Oklahoma should be a good game. Auburn takes its #1 record and puts it on the line at home against Oklahoma today. Make sure you're tuning into the game. As always, you need to head over to prizepicks.com so you can get in on all the daily fantasy fun. You can use code RAPPORT. You use that and you can get a little something on the extra. And you can make sure you let them know that your boys at the War Report sent you over there. There is a link right down there in the description if you don't want to do all of that rigmarole. Outside of that, the due diligence is what you need to be doing, which is leaving a comment down here in the video, letting us know how you felt about the card that I put together, maybe some card that you decided to go with, or just thoughts on the game in general. Liking the video, definitely need to do that. Subscribing to the channel, we definitely appreciate if you do that. I'm out of here, man. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your day. We gonna make sure that we are watching this game together and we're gonna have a good time. Until then, as always, War Eagle and War Report out.